Hey everybody, welcome back to Just for Fun Games. My name is Azzy. That guy over there is Roy.
I don't know that
And
guy.
welcome back to episode 2 of the podcast. Right. I mean, you still got that Michael Jackson Jerry curl going thing. that one strand going past your eye.
I make this joke at work every time when Billie Jean plays on the radio, and they have that in the beginning where it goes. I'd be like, "Yo, that's Michael Jackson sneezing in the mic." It's like, "Hey, put that echo behind that sneeze." Oh yeah, put that on that Billie Jean track. And when I do the music video, make the every time I step, make it glow. That sounds pretty cool.
I'm mad you immediately go to like the South Park version of Michael Jackson.
I mean,
okay, all right. So if that wasn't a good like clue into what kind of podcast this is going to be, really, this is just us. We have some kind of structure, but otherwise we're just going off on tangents, talking about whatever the hell
you about to say right now. You're they're seeing me change colors. I went from purple to now beige.
It's been like day glow orange.
Hey, works for me. Cause we go different color now. We about to say we want to go blue. We'll go blue.
You're going through your blue period. So actually, it's kind of funny you're messing with colors, and we're gonna be talking about Life is Strange.
True colors. Yeah.
Let's
go ahead and talk about that. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Before we get into that, I don't know if you guys saw. Earlier in the week, Square Enix did a little bit of a presser where they showed off a bunch of stuff that's being made by their like auxiliary companies, not really stuff that's being made in-house in Square Enix. Because Square Enix is branching out; they're becoming a bigger thing. They're trying to be the next EA, only not douchey.
I mean, they're playing It Takes Two, buddy. That's EA. I'm assuming you said you didn't know that, but the mic didn't pick it up.
Yeah, that's what I said. My bad. Anyway, so they ran over a bunch of the different titles that they were showing off, and one of the bigger things that they spent a lot of time on is Outriders, which there's a demo out, so you could try the game for yourself. Did you try the demo for Outriders?
Yes, I did.
Me too. What'd you think?
I was done after the little opening scene. Sorry. About to say, it felt like...
It was meh.
Yeah, about to say...
I had high hopes, but it was meh.
Yeah, about to say, it felt like Gears of War Destiny. That's what it was.
I think what it is that we're still really waiting for the first, like, real banger for the new generation.
This ain't it. I'm gonna tell you
what we have right here is kind of like what goes down with like with movies, where like where production companies that have no faith in their movies dump their shitty movies in January and like early February. We're still in the January, early February of the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X, so we're still like wading through stuff that we're hoping is good, and it turns out not to be. But Sadly. What gets me, I just don't get it, Nick. Why is it that all these companies seem to be chasing this dragon? South Park reference. They're chasing this idea of the like what do they refer to it as?
Games
like
as a service.
Games as a service, yes. They took Borderlands 2 as a model and have been essentially trying to spin off of that into a games as a service model, but without getting a lot of the things that made Borderlands fun in the first place. I'm so tired of seeing these, like, in the trailer that Square Enix showed off in their present, they talked about, they showed off the classes, and they said, like, with expansive skill trees that are free to respec, but you have to make important decisions that are really going to determine how you play. It's like, did you go through that skill tree in that game?
No,
unless it's suddenly going to be wildly different when it goes live.
Yeah, because like when I played the demo, man, it like the story was kind of interesting a little bit, but when I start to like look at it, I'm like, Like when they were messing with that black stuff, I was like, okay, what is this goddamn alien covenant where they mess with the black goo again? You know, and they disappearing and all this. It's so all the game is so all over the place, and I hate games that can't identify themselves. And like I said, it reminds me of a Gears of War Destiny. Yeah.
There's a lot of reasons for feeling that way, because they're really trying to rip a bunch of things from a bunch of different games and mash it together into like this weird hodgepodge Frankenstein that ends up not working. It just falls apart because they didn't get the stitches right.
Yeah, but it's not like when they showed it at the presentation thing, I was just like, let me play on my phone for a little bit. You know, I didn't care. Like, yeah, cool, you got the classes. Yeah, that's fine, but and that, I don't know where you're about to go with this topic, but good, I'm gonna let you finish what you had to say.
Oh, well, what I was getting is that like for one, I'm still getting really annoyed by all these games trying to break the convention of 4-player co-op. Like if you have co-op in a game, it's either 2 players or 4. I'm sorry, that's the rules. You can't break them.
All right, man. All right, I'm gonna stop you right there because Apex Legends, you get 3.
I don't play that game.
You need to play that game.
It breaks the rules. Also, it's a glorified hide and seek game, just like all the other glorified hide and seek games. I get tired of it. But nonetheless, back on topic.
Games as a service.
With this game, no, but talking about this game specifically, you ever see a movie that you were looking forward to seeing, and you wanted it to be good, so even when it was bad, you were kind of still trying to make excuses for it, but then over time, as you get more time away from it, you realize New Mutants sucked.
Man, we saw that last year, man.
This is a dig at him because he still has like feelings for that movie, but that movie was hot garbage.
I'm still giving it a 7.
Sorry, Arya, I love you, but no. That movie was such hot garbage.
But yeah, I understand what you mean.
But so like I had my brother-in-law Kevin talking about how terrible the voice acting was. It's not that bad. Okay, yeah, it's kind of bad.
It's funny because when I was messing with Esau's PlayStation 5, he downloaded the demo. Don't know if he played it yet, but it's there. And don't try to ask me to co-op because I already deleted the demo.
I wouldn't. I experimented with the co-op playing with George and Kevin, and what gets me about it is like like you said, it doesn't know what the hell it wants to be. All the characters have the body proportions, like they're copying them straight off of those like huge, weirdly shaped, like bulbous characters from Gears of War. They have the cover system, very reminiscent of Gears of War, but they promote the notion that it's that they want you to play aggressively, because if you want to heal back damage, you have to be aggressive in the specific forms, in the specific ways that each of the classes have you do. To which they kind of they put as much vagueness as possible to like leave some mystique. It's like, ooh, each class has a unique way to heal. It's like apart from the pyromancer, the fire class, where they heal by setting things on fire, the rest are just how far away is the enemy from you? Basically, if you're playing as the melee class, the trickster class, you heal if you just deal damage when you're up close to guys. If you play as the techie class, you heal if you damage people from far away. It's very simple, and it's not inspired, or it doesn't really require, apart from a yardstick, it doesn't really require like logical or technical thinking. It's like, oh shit, I need to heal. Wait, what's the distance? It's like, I really had to use my Mortal Kombat fatality brain. It's like, oh, I need to be like 3 jumps far to heal.
But, yeah, I mean, see, and you know what's funny about this is where I was going to bring up next. Everybody's tripping about this game being on Game Pass. Who the fuck cares? Do you care that it's on Game Pass? That you can get it for free?
I would care if I was excited to play it, but just like with Godfall,
I
I
mean,
like it had the sheen. I was excited at first, and then it's like real quickly, like a boner out, like in a snowstorm. It was just gone.
yeah, I mean,
But
you know, I'm all for Game Pass. I love Game Pass. You know, I got it for PC. I got it for my Xbox console. I can play, you know, the cloud games on there. It's fun. It's cool. It's a good thing for consumers. But you know, and over time, those games that you have are gonna disappear. You're not gonna own those games. Like, so I don't know. Like, I had Devil May Cry 5 up there. Don't have it anymore because it's not a part of Game Pass anymore. You know.
oh, I didn't know it was.
Yeah.
I haven't. I missed an entire generation where Game Pass really blew up. So I didn't know that they weren't there for it perpetually.
Yeah, so like we'll probably have Outriders for a good probably they probably got a contract for maybe a year, 6 months, who knows. So after that time is up, you don't have that game no more. You're gonna have to pay the full price. That's what most people fail to forget. Now, granted, you'll still get, you know, the first Microsoft first party games like all the time. You're gonna get your Halo, you're gonna get your Gears of War, you know, Forza, whatever the hell they got coming out now. You know, the Medium was on Game Pass. Was I going to buy that game when it first came out? No, because Game Pass is right there for the deal. Like, okay, let me try this game out, and I love the game. Am I going to go out and buy it? No, I already beat it. You know,
it really doesn't seem like a model that should work, but apparently it does.
It does. Apparently, people are buying up Game Pass. I mean, that's
but,
it. I feel like they will lose money off of this.
But I still got shit to bitch about with Outriders. If you're gonna have an active healing system where it wants you to be aggressive, why have a cover system at all? What's the point? Who the fuck is covering in that game? Why would you ever take a defensive position? Because if you're trying to heal, just shoot things, hit things. There's no point to have like it feels, because if it's with an active healing system like that, you'd think that the combat would be more like Doom, where you're practically always, always moving, always running. But it throws in the cover system from like Gears of War, where I mean you're supposed to be hunkering down, taking defensive positions, hiding under cover while you reload or some shit.
Yeah, I mean,
and I'm sorry, the skill trees in this game, the skill trees in Avengers, they're not actually skill trees. They're progression trees that you just have. Like it's as if they took the leveling system from, and even from Ghost of Tsushima, to be honest. It feels like they took the concept of an actual skill tree, and they took all the things that would be in that skill tree and dumped it in a tub, and it's like you could dip your hands in and pick out whichever one you want, and eventually you'll just get it all anyway. A skill tree, you have a finite amount of points, and you're customizing a build that works for you. If you look at the talent the talent trees in Borderlands, there's a lot of just like passive bonuses. Sure, they try to tweak them and make them interesting. Like if you shoot somebody in the ass, you do more damage, not in the head, but in the ass. Yeah. But you look at the skill trees in Outriders, and all of them can just be boiled down to you hit this type of power and you do more damage for a couple seconds. This does more damage. Like your guns do more damage, or your powers do more damage. It's just flat damage bonuses across the entire fucking board. It's like use a movement power, get more damage for 10 seconds. Use a deception power, get more damage for a few seconds. It's so fucking boring. It doesn't. None of the things in the skill trees for any of the classes really actually change how you play. Really, it's just like what guns do you particularly like? Well, here's a skill tree that gives you bonuses for that gun. So this is a skill tree that gives you bonuses to melee attacking. The only real customization that you have to go with is you get to pick 3 powers out of a possible 6. That's it. But the skill tree doesn't change anything about how those powers work. While they break it to like 3 specs, none of those specs favor a particular power. It's just boring. If I can look forward to leveling up the character, I'm not gonna with that type of game. I'm not gonna look forward to fucking playing it.
Yeah. Well, you're done.
Bitching. And a rant.
Yeah. Okay. And that was Azzy Rants.
But But it keeps happening though. It's in Godfall, it's in Avengers, and now it's in Outriders. And they just keep making these fucking games. I didn't play Anthem, but I imagine it was the same shit in Anthem too. You tell me, you played it.
I played the damn beta, and that was enough. You know me. I didn't. I hate to say it. I'm sorry, but Anthem needed to die. Needed to die from the start. Because of Anthem, we had a fucked up Mass Effect game. Okay, now that was my rant.
No, Anthem. No, that's because Anthem was literally like practically. It was the game that EA whipped BioWare into making because EA was like, I know what the gamers want. Make this fucking game.
Now I'm gonna say this: if it had to do with the Mass Effect universe and all that, this game wouldn't have died. They would have been so supportive of this game. But unfortunately, it wasn't Mass Effect. What we got was Andromeda. Andromeda was shit. And
I just don't feel like if you have a success, a conflicted but still fairly successful sci-fi franchise already, why would you push the company to making an entirely new one? It's like, we know you have like a very rich universe full of lore. Fuck that shit. Make us a new one.
Obviously, it didn't work. But yeah, so anyway, back on the topic of Outriders, I'm not going to dabble too much longer in this. I'm just going to ask you one question. What do you predict the review score will be?
6.
I thought the same thing. Yes, I feel like it's going to be now. When you do,
and that's my. I'm not going to review this review.
Yeah, we're not reviewing Outriders.
We don't get paid to do this shit. We're doing this for fun, so we're going to review the games that we hope we like. That's to be honest.
Yeah, I'm about to say I've already bought a couple games. I'm like, well, hopefully they're good when they come out. If not, I get to tell it. So, but yeah, I feel like the average review would be like 6 in the 6s because I don't see that game going.
Yeah, you don't. Unless a game is egregiously bad, you don't really see a lot of review scores dip past 6. Because after 6, it just feels like you want to hurt somebody.
Yeah, but
by the way, go watch my review. By the way, go watch my review of Werewolf the Apocalypse. I fucking hate that game.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so where are we going off of it? We're going to talk about Marvel's Avengers.
You can.
Okay. Okay.
I mean,
okay. I'm not giving
Enix.
I'm not giving up on this game, people. It's gonna be good. They just need more time and content, which they kind of promised us from the whole Square Enix Presents thing. So yeah, we're getting
right now.
Let me pull it up.
Right now, I'm chaperoning. I'm chaperoning Kevin through Final Fantasy 14 because it's his first MMO he's ever played, and he gets easily distracted if it's a lot of story. But I know that he could like it.
Ooh.
And while I feel like I'm walking on eggshells because I really want him to like the game, in the same way that I'm going to get Roy to play it when the beta goes live on PlayStation 5 in April.
Yeah.
He's right there with you. He's right there with you. Like, even though Avengers was not the game that we all wanted it to be, he still has hope that it could be something amazing if it was just given enough time. And I showed him the teaser trailer for Black Panther that was revealed during Square Enix Presents, and I was like, I'm not gonna play it, but I like the design that they went with. I mean, that's a cool design. He's like, is it gonna bring you back to the game? It's like, the answer to this question could determine if he continues playing Final Fantasy 14.
I'm going back
now
playing Avengers, which, by the way, oh man, let me tell you about Avengers. Well, if I can't get the roadmap thing to load properly, but you know,
I'm just seeing some guy just like with like that cocaine mustache, like, I have a great idea for the Avengers game. What if we release who's like the most favorite Avenger from the movies? It's like, I don't know, Captain America, Iron Man. It's like, no, it's Hawkeye. It's definitely Hawkeye. All right, we're gonna get the first DLC character is gonna be like Hawkeye,
okay,
but not. We're gonna make her teleport like Deadpool, and then we release Hawkeye. It's like, what about Spider-Man? It's like, no. They're gonna want 2 archers.
All right,
that's what the fans want. 2 archers.
All right, enough of your rant. So the content for spring is we got the Tachyon Anomaly. Play as any combination of your favorite heroes. Tachyon missions scaled for power levels 1 through 100. So obviously now you can play as multiple of the same hero now. So you can have 4 Iron Mans, whoever you want to do now. Then later on, we got the Red Room Takeover. Enter the Red Room with new themed Harm Room content and new hero outfits. Cool, new outfits.
I bet you'll still be fighting robots.
Yes, we will probably be still fighting robots. Who cares? All right. So, all right, hold on. Summer and Beyond. We got the Cosmic Cube, new Scientist Supreme villain sector, and confront the unchecked power of the Cosmic Cube. I don't know. Could this be the Tesseract? Probably not. They're not that good.
No, the Cosmic Cube. The Tesseract is supposed to look like a Cosmic Cube, but the Cosmic Cube is pretty much a wishing stone. You have it, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Okay. So, and then we have Wasteland Patrol, new Warzone mission type patrol mode, and new Warzone and assignments within the Wasteland region. And then finally, probably the only big one that everybody was waiting on was the War for Wakanda expansion. So you get the new hero Black Panther, new hero outfits, power level cap increase, new villains including Claw, new Claw new Claw faction enemies, new story, new Wakanda jungle biome, and new outpost. So that's what you get. What else they got down here? Additional contents and features, Omega level threat missions, multiplayer mega hives, post level 50 progression, outfits inspired by the MCU, ongoing improvements, balance tuning, gear progression, and collectible collectible comic system in matchmaking. So. And
I still say one of the biggest mistakes that game made was the whole gear system in general.
Yeah. So I feel like they're going to rework that whole thing. But my biggest issue that I'm having right now is that, yes, I had bought this game on the PS4. So, earlier this week, the PS5 version came out. So I'm downloading it. I got shitty ass internet, so it's 70 gigs. It's going to be a while before I can play this game.
4 days later.
Nah, maybe 3.
I got this down to a science.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm downloading that right now, and it got to the part where you can play one section. So I booted up just to see how fast it loaded in to the game. And I noticed my stuff is not up there. I'm like, I thought you could carry your stuff over. However, I go through the internet. You have to update the PS4 version. Go into the PS4 version of the game and hit a tab to bring your progress over to the PS5. Whereas Xbox, you could just play it, have it on there. So Xbox, you get a point for this. You knew how to do backwards compatibility better.
Sony, stop making things more complicated than it has to be.
So now I'm still downloading the Avengers PS5 version, letting that finish, and then I got a 20 gigabyte update for Avengers on PS4, so I can just bring my stuff over. So thanks a lot, Sony.
Worth it. You said patrol missions, and the first thing I thought was like, so this is the Avengers game. I bet they're just gonna be walking around the city.
Yeah, with the neighborhood watch.
So exciting!
But yeah, moving on.
It's like just waiting for robots to show up. But they did they showed off like they wanted to celebrate Lara Croft's 25th anniversary. They're apparently doing an anime with Netflix. I actually thought that was kind of cool. I'm not particularly a fan of. When it comes to that type of game, I'm actually an Uncharted guy, not the new generation Lara Croft, because I feel like it's torture porn.
Sorry. I played the new ones. Well, I didn't see that's y'all gonna crucify for me. I didn't play the second one. I played 1 and 3, and they were good. What?
But have you played Uncharted 4 though?
All right. I'm gonna confess something right here, right now. I only played Uncharted 1 and 2. Okay.
I mean, 2 is great.
Yeah, I love 2.
I ain't gonna crucify you for nothing, but because they felt very similar. They felt very similar, and when I initially saw that first Tomb Raider and like the first trailer, and she's tripping and falling, and like piercing herself in the arm with like a stick and shit. It's like, oh my god, the hell? Why are they beating the shit out of her?
Yeah, I mean, they wanted to reboot Tomb Raider, so you know, you made this innocent girl. You know, like when she like it's funny because the newest movie that came out is pretty much the same thing as the first game.
Ripped from the first game in the reboot. Yeah,
I didn't think it was. I didn't think it was that bad.
But quickly they moved on to what I think we both could say was the highlight of the whole presentation. We got to see the latest, the reveal of the latest edition of the Life is Strange series. Life is Strange, True Colors or all the colors?
True Colors, which by the way,
True Colors.
I
feel true.
I don't know if I put it up here. No, I didn't put it up here. I'll add it later to the video, but I already made the banner, the thumbnail. We're doing a review for this game. I just couldn't wait. I was like, fuck it, we're doing it.
Oh, yeah. I would pre-order the game if I could. I wanted to pre-order the complete edition for the first one because I actually, while you still need to play Life is Strange 2, I have to play Before the Storm. Yeah. I'm a fan of the series. Like, you get a lot of people who complain about this type of game because like, oh, they're walking simulators. All the Telltale games are boring. I fell asleep on them. I was like, I love that shit.
Yeah, about that brings us to our old LucasArts games, you know, point and click kind of deal. But since you mentioned you haven't played Before the Storm, I don't know if you'll be able to do it. Let's do you playing this game. Record yourself playing this game.
Maybe.
Come on, I want some more Life is Strange. You can. I mean, you could stream it.
I'm gonna try. I could try.
Yeah. I mean, when I streamed over there, when I played Apex Legends and I was streaming, I had no issues. So you shouldn't have any issues either. So
I figured the first time you're going to be recording me playing a game was me screaming like the black dude in the movie theater for Resident Evil.
What was that? Oh,
I thought I was supposed to be playing Village.
Yeah, well, I mean, we got plenty of time before Life is Strange. That don't come out until September, buddy.
It doesn't. That didn't set in. That didn't set in, to be honest. Because let's see if we connect in this way. By the end of that trailer, did that become your favorite rendition of Creep?
Fuck you, man. Fuck you.
It was really good. And hey, the band that normally plays that song actually hates singing that song, so let her have it.
So yeah, it was funny because when they did that part, it was like, when you're here before, I was like, I don't know this song. And then couldn't look you in the eye. I was like, she's fucking singing Creep. And I like this. And it's bad enough. I was like, looking on internet, like, how can I find this acoustic version? There's not an acoustic version yet. Just that one little clip. But there's the artist that they were showing through the presentation. Yeah. She actually has the song, her version of the song on Spotify and all that.
So. I gotta get on Spotify. It's surprising, like how much, how into like video games I am, but I'm always behind when it comes to like the new shtick. Like I don't really follow I don't do Instagram that much. He does. My music, like I would buy it the old-fashioned way instead of old-fashioned way for our generation. I don't buy CDs. I used to buy the songs from Google or from iTunes or something like that, but everybody's like on Spotify now. I don't got fucking Spotify.
All right, so you mean to tell me you're not subscribed to our Spotify channel, you traitor?
Go subscribe.
Yeah. So, and wait, did you want to go anything off of that, or?
Well, I mean, I really like the games. I both hate and like that it's not as simple to get the platinum for those games. They really want you to not only take your time with it, but also give you the opportunity to make a second playthrough. Because there's a ton of collectibles to find in every single episode. Like it pissed me off. Like,
see, I didn't go back for the platinum. Once I was like this one, I was like I think what I did was I played the first game on PC, and I beat it on the computer, and I was like, damn, that the first one was really good. Let me get Before the Storm, and I think I ended up buying Before the Storm on my PlayStation and beating it on there because the platinum was easy for that one.
Lucy messing with the food. I'm not sure if that's gonna get picked up.
Oh.
But what for me, it's like if I replay the games, I'm not gonna make different choices. That's the thing. It's like I love these story-based narrative games like the Telltale series, like Life is Strange, like King's Quest. But the more you play them, the more you see behind the curtain, and you realize that some of the decisions, like if you went back and replayed The Walking Dead, like the first season of The Walking Dead, a lot of the decisions that you felt like must, like, because when you're going through it, you can like delude yourself to thinking that every single one of your choices has a definitive result, and it's not something that no matter what you would have picked would have been the same damn thing. Like, spoilers for anyone who hasn't played The Walking Dead season 1. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, what's
Get
wrong
out here. Remember when you're locked in the you're locked in that fridge with like the racist dad, his daughter, and Kenny, and y'all are arguing, and the one guy has a heart attack, and y'all think he's dead, and Kenny wants to kill him to make sure that he doesn't come back as a zombie, and the daughter's like, "Don't kill him, he's fine, he just needs his meds." And while y'all are arguing, Kenny kills him anyway.
Drop the salt lick on.
Yeah, so your choice there. The choice there is like you think the choice you're making is determining whether or not you're for killing him or for trying to save him. But no matter what you do, he dies anyway. The choice is like the thing that's remembered is who did you side with. But at the very least, when you're playing through it the one time, it feels like you a situation you really didn't. So for me, I can't really go back and play these types of games over a second time because I'll just make the exact same choices I did before. I won't like. That's why I hate it. If like I hate narrative based games like the Infamous games where it's like, well, if you want the platinum, you're gonna have to replay the game, but make all the choices you didn't make. It's like I'm not gonna do that. I can't.
I mean,
it's not in me to play.
I know what you mean.
Like to play evil or renegade.
Yeah.
But with like in the first Life is Strange, we played as a girl. The second Life is Strange, we got to play as a boy, and now we're back. Like I like that it's switching off, and it's also making sure to like it's definitely trying to be. You feel a bit of the wokeness because like in the second. In the first Life is Strange, like there's a possibility you could be the main character is bisexual. In Life is Strange 2, you're playing as Hispanic characters, and in
I was about to say, you better not spoil nothing for Life is Strange 2, okay? I thought you were about to drop some shit.
No, the characters are just Hispanic. That's all. But and in Life is Strange 3, you're playing as an Asian girl.
Which is
you don't get a lot of Asian lead characters.
Big support for that community after what recently happened. So yeah.
Like I remember having a conversation with a friend of mine who didn't seem to think it was a problem that certain people were referring to it as the China virus. It's like, I mean, yes, it originated in China, but diseases don't have ethnicities, but that's ignoring the resulting blowback that the Asian community was facing because you had people that wanted to pin it on them.
Yeah, I mean,
but we're not getting to we're not getting into political things like stop Asian hate needs to stop. Period.
All matters of racism.
And we're just gonna leave it there.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're focusing on the thing that's flaring up right this second though. But nonetheless, getting back on topic, I actually like I find it I like how they're still kind of going kind of mental, kind of subtle almost with the power set. She's empathic, and it seems like the like when someone's emotions are affecting her, it can actually then affect her environment maybe. I don't know where they're going with this new character and her abilities, but life's always got to be strange.
Yeah, life is strange.
Something's gonna go down. Just a random storm that's gonna wipe out the town.
Hey man, You been reading any comics lately?
I've been reading lots of comics, boy. I'm trying to get back into the game. I took a year's break, not because I wanted to, just because I didn't have the money, and now I am playing catch up like nobody's fucking business. Why?
Right.
What you reading? What you reading?
I just got this one right here, buddy. It's not MCU. I mean MCU, not Marvel or DC, but it's, if I can get it, yeah, God of War before 2018 version. So we get to see what happens to Kratos before the new one.
Oh, I didn't know about that one. There's actually a comic book series that takes place before the God of War game starts, but very much set in to we're very much it's very much about that the Kratos from that game, and he's still trying to deal with Atreus. It's like the beginning of the comic is him
Well,
going on these solitary hunting missions and going on these solitary hunting missions where he's trying to control his rage by even letting himself getting attacked and not retaliating.
yeah.
But if you want a comic book series that is not DC or Marvel that I think you would like because secretly you fucking love romance, you need to read Saga, friend. Sadly, it's a comic series that's on hiatus.
I got Saga. Yeah.
The whole thing?
Not the whole thing. See, I got some Saga. I got some Saga. Come on now. I got a little bit.
The Saga's fucking awesome.
All
right, fine. Okay, I'll give you this. How do you feel about audiobooks? I'm not sure if I had this conversation with you or not.
I'm cool with it, but
It's actually a great segue.
Yeah, but do I have time for it? It's like if I put it on the back like I recently got what is it?
Just while I'm driving, not when I'm at home. Just when I'm driving. I drive for my job, so it works out better for me.
If I listen it into the car, I'm only listening for 30 minutes. Well, technically an hour there and back. So I would feel like I would never finish it. I would have to like listen to a book for hope. Like the only audio.
If you turn it on every time you drive.
Oh, hold on. And come back. If like I got the one book that Jennifer Hale did the voice work for, Commander Shepard. I forget A Song in the Stars or something. Hold on, let me look at the book.
I bring it up because I bet you never read the Sandman series by Neil Gaiman.
You had mentioned it, but no, I have not.
Well, you can get the audiobook on Audible, and I got it for free for just making it an account.
Hold on a sec.
It's narrated by Neil Gaiman, who has such a crisp and clean voice. And I love it when an audiobook puts in the extra money to get multiple voice actors for each character in the story, rather than having the narrator try to come up with different voices, which doesn't always work very well. But it follows the story of Morpheus, this enigmatic manifestation, physical manifestation of dreams, and it's the first several arcs for him, and they're actually going to be coming out with another audiobook to continue the series. It's also the same series that's being adapted into a show by Netflix. Giving you a second because it looks like you're trying to figure out that book.
Yeah, I got the book name. The book is called To Sleep in a Sea of Stars.
Never heard of it.
I can't find like a little quick thing to read, but I remember the back, or like the back tag or whatever said, "Space hold countless secrets. She just found the deadliest one." So I haven't finished reading it because I feel like, I mean, I do have the audiobook for it, and it's voiced by Jennifer Hale, who did Commander Shepard. And I was listening to it. I couldn't get into it right away because to me, I still like to like you're in the whole digital realm. You know,
I'm in the Matrix.
Yeah, I mean, you still have you are capable right now to have all these things digital, like movies, music, games. It's not a problem for me. It's still a problem. Like I gotta have a physical game. I don't want to sit here 20 20 hours waiting for one thing to download that can take you only like 5 minutes, you know? So, but to me, I like having physical books just to open them up, put them on the shelf. If I want to read it later, I can. I just pick it up, read it. Now, not to say you can't do that, but it's just the fact that it's there physically in my hands.
I do like that too. I really do. Like if I can get that sounds kind of gay. Anyway,
shut up.
I like having a physical book too. Like, and I do read physical books from time to time. Like I have the Final Fantasy 15 book upstairs that I've been trying to read. It's just I get distracted by so many other things, so it just saves time. With comic books, like there's not a lot to read as much as to see and to eat with your eyeballs. But the audiobooks, like if especially ones that are so well done, the Sandman series is a very dark fantasy because the main character Morpheus is effectively the god of dreams, but he's also the god of nightmares. And it starts off with a cult trying to capture death, but in order to bargain for power and immortality, when on accident they capture Dream instead. So they tried to hold him for ransom because, like, I mean, I'm sure they can get something from him, right? And it works out very well for them. So when Dream finally gets away from them, it's been 70 years and they stole a bunch of his stuff. He has to get it all back. And his artifacts have effectively been poisoning the people that have had it in their possession. And I don't know if you remember, I really feel like we talked about this already, but the one character gets a hold of one artifact and starts using it to manipulate these people in this diner. It gets graphic and it gets gruesome, and it makes me really excited and also really worried about the Netflix adaptation. I'll tell you why. Do me a favor and toss up the cast photo. Like if you look up the Sandman cast, they throw up a picture with all the actors and actresses that are going to be playing the specific roles in the Sandman Netflix adaptation. I'll give you a second.
Okay. I assume it's this one.
Yep, the black photo.
Okay.
Got all the pictures and the names. See, okay, now
hold on. I ain't got it up yet. Chill out. Slow you right.
All right. My bad.
Then I gotta find it, and then I gotta post it up there. You know, make sure I don't pick one of these nudie pics. Let me stop. All right.
Oh.
Okay, so let me throw it up here, blow it up for everybody. So yeah. All right, it's up there.
Okay, so I'm excited for all these casting choices. So very much. If anyone who's seen the show that's now mostly on Netflix, it was on CW, I think it was, called Lucifer. It's set in the same universe as the Sandman, but the Lucifer that's in that show is kind of a bastardized version of the Lucifer from the comics and from the source material. So they've recast it as the chick who from the stellar woman from Game of Thrones who played Brienne of Tarth, whose name I do not remember. Roy is right there.
What am I supposed to read her name?
Yeah, help me out here.
Gwendolyn, I guess. I don't know.
Gwendolyn.
There you go. You know I can't read names. Yeah, Gwendolyn Christie is Lucifer.
Gwendolyn Christie. Yeah, so she's gonna be playing as Lucifer. I'm worried because
do I need to still keep the cast image up?
Oh, you can take it down. That's fine.
Okay.
What I'm worried about is that say you were to go and read that audiobook, and I think it's really amazing. I feel like it can be a little bit to build up on, because while like the first chapter is about him being in prison, and it's mostly from the perspectives of his captors and their lives before Dream can finally do so. But once he's free, once he takes his vengeance and then goes off on his quest to try and retake his world, it blows out from there. And the Sandman, like it has a through line narrative, but it also goes off on random tangents because Dream's eternal and he's had a bunch of different things happen to him throughout the centuries. But one of the best beats in the story is him trying to reclaim his artifacts that cult stole from him when they first captured him. And the Sandman universe is in the DC universe, but it's in the DC universe like the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and the Netflix Marvel shows were in the MCU. And that whole storyline about him trying to get his shit back is so goddamn good, and it requires a particular villain that is a kind of like a C B, like not even a B, a C kind of villain in the DC universe called Dr. Destiny, who would invade people's dreams. He was in Justice League for a hot second. It was a really great take where he was beaten by Batman just because Batman he couldn't get Batman to fall asleep. While he was torturing the rest of the Justice League, and Batman wouldn't fall asleep, and he kept him out of his mind by singing like this jingle in order to just in order to fuck with him. But so Dr. Destiny is really important because he's one of the ones who gets a hold of the final relic for Dream, and I really want to see that interaction. But what scares me is that cast list does not include anybody for Dr. Destiny. And I'm thinking that because this is a Netflix show instead of an HBO show, that they're going to have to cut everything away that was DC. So we're not going to get John Constantine, who makes an appearance in Sandman.
Wait a minute. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I say it's not. You're right. I thought you said HBO Max. I'm like, why wouldn't it? Because HBO is Warner Brothers, but it's Netflix. They're their own thing. So yeah, you're right.
That's what I'm worried about. Like, I'm so excited for this show, but on that casting page, they showed a casting for the character, the Corinthian, who's an antagonist who would be after Dr. D, or Dr. Destiny, who becomes a big antagonist for the series towards the beginning during that quest to reclaim Dream's artifacts or his tools. And I'm just not sure how they're going to be able to tell the story like that by trying to ostracize everything about every vague mention to the DC universe that technically existed in there. It might just be a minor thing. Maybe they'll because Neil Gaiman is very much involved in the project. This isn't going to be like the live action Avatar: The Last Airbender for Netflix, where the creators walked away because Netflix had stupid ideas. But it's like, I mean, that's kind of it. Like, I'm crossing my fingers. Like, if you haven't read the Sandman series, which is a classic series, like up there with like Spawn and level of like prestige, check out that audiobook, and let's all collectively cross our fingers that the series is going to be fucking good. Because no matter how much I love The Witcher, it wasn't perfect. Netflix needs needs a really big kick-ass original show. That's for sure.
Yeah. While you were doing that rant, let me talk about today. What the fuck happened today? We're doing this later than usual. We normally start this at 5 o'clock. So what happened today? Well, I went and got me another tattoo. Apparently there was a cancellation with one of her customers. And I was like, well, shit, I want a new tattoo, you know?
You finally got the tattoo of my face on your back?
No.
Damn.
So without further ado, let's see if
promises were made.
No, they weren't. So hopefully I can get this in the frame. So yeah, we got the lady Dimitrescu from the new Resident Evil game.
Otherwise known as Creepy Bayonetta.
Hey, leave Creepy Bayonetta chick alone. I love it. Man.
I'm glad she has giant tits. Appropriately giant tits.
No,
and if you shake her arm, it looks like she's dancing.
Whatever.
Pete and Pete. I gotta write this time.
No, I had mentioned to my tattoo artist Bethany, who works in. If you're in the area in Greenville, North Carolina, go to Gary's skin effects or graphics, I think it is. But I had mentioned that I was trying to get this done before anybody did it, but apparently somebody else got a tattoo of her as well. But you want to talk about this version being big ass titties? No, I can't.
Tig ass bitty.
I can't pull
Tig
it.
ass bitty.
I can't pull it up. But the one that somebody did, my God. All right, viewers, it's about big as the damn square boxes we got right here with our faces. They're that big. I'm like, yeah, that's not my kind of taste, but this perfect. Okay. This was perfect. I love it. Also, what else happened today? Karma. I'm gonna ask you something. Have you ever dropped your phone in the toilet?
Oh.
Okay. Well, apparently, this didn't happen at work. Thank God, because I'd be like, this phone is done. I'm not messing with it.
I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm not even gonna fish it out.
No, because I remember we used to have the server at work that normally would drop her phone in the toilet. And I'm like, how is that possible? How would you drop your phone in the toilet? It happened to me today. So apparently, I was listening to music. I had it sitting up on the edge of the toilet. Went to go grab it. Missed. Next thing you know,
what the? You have it sitting on the toilet.
Because that's where if I want to change the track, I can just be like, click. I can tap it. But unfortunately, the phone wouldn't have other intentions. Like, I'm gonna go take a swim in that toilet. So
you see what you do is you stick it in your back pocket, man.
I was taking a shower. I don't have any pockets.
Well, that's different. You sit it on the sink then.
It's too far. So yeah, that was one bad thing that happened.
There are so many other things you could have done.
So yeah, that's one bad thing that happened. Luckily, it's working fine for now. Don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow morning. It might glitch out and all that other mess.
You need to get that in a little baggie with them little silicone packs or a bag of dry rice, something.
Yeah, but moving on.
Yeah,
let's talk about the moving on. Oh, what did I do? Oh, yeah, there we go. So we got this nice box. We're doing an unboxing. So hopefully I can get it open. Hey,
we're gonna attempt an unboxing.
Yeah. Yeah, but so a box. It's a box within a box. I knew this thing wasn't that big. Don't you hate that? It's a box in another box. Now I gotta find a knife. I thought this was gonna be easy unboxing. So
what we got?
Something you would like to. Hopefully I can pull it out. No homo.
A John Talbane statue?
I broke my pen. Yeah. Which, by the way, any cool
That's
collectibles
why you keep it
tiny. Yeah. Any cool collectibles you've been eyeballing? Or you just don't care?
No, that's not true. I'm
gonna be mad in a minute if this is another box within a box.
You know what it was? I was on Square Enix's actual store.
It's a box within a box.
It's a box within a bag within a box within a box.
This is the best way. I'm gonna show you the back of it.
I get talking about stupid decisions by Netflix. I'm sorry. After making the first season, it couldn't have been that much more expensive to give The Dark Crystal a season 2. Are you kidding me?
So yeah.
That's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. It was a crime. A crime. Like Netflix. God damn it. They're really not doing it. I get that, but it's like it's hard to accept that as an excuse because, like, I heard that excuse about Marco Polo too, and while that wasn't a perfect series, it was still really entertaining. But you can sit there and tell me it's like, oh well, it's too expensive to make. Yeah, but they also keep spending a fuck ton on a ton of new projects or expanding out or a ton of foreign projects as well. It's like, okay, how about seeing the potential in something and then maybe having less new fucking projects? Focus on the thing with potential.
Well, shit.
If it doesn't, it's almost like right now, if it doesn't blow up like Stranger Things, we're not getting another season. It's like anime rules.
I guess. I mean, there was that one TV series that I liked. I'm Not Okay, I guess. I think is what it's called. Had the chick from
Oh yeah,
the little girl. Well, not the little girl, but she ain't little no more. It was the girl from the movie.
No, I watched it.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're gonna continue with it.
No, canceled. No, don't break the wings.
What's
Nope, that got canceled too. That was season 2. Sorry, we're getting the Umbrella Academy.
Hey, but that's good though.
As far as I know. Yeah, sure, okay. I mean, but its quality wasn't any greater or lesser than the Dark Crystal or Marco Polo. Let's be honest. It was entertaining. No, I loved it. I thought it was really good, but still, come on now. Still salty.
Deet. Stop looking at my face. Focus on her.
Get the white shit off her. Get the white shit off her face.
Oh.
It looks like Jen. It looked like Jen had a happy ending on her or something.
Shut up. Focus on Deet.
It's not a face. It can't focus.
This camera's working for
really
Netflix. Cool. Hold up. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, hey! There it is. That's gorgeous.
For a second season.
Right. Oh, no, but you were if I was looking at anything. I don't know if you've ever been on Square Enix's actual store, but they have a ton of statues that I'd really love to get. Like, they have these little figures that look like the blocky graphical versions of the Final Fantasy VII cast.
I'm surprised.
That'd be really cool.
Surprised. This one doesn't have a number on it.
Is that from the same place you got the other ones at?
What other ones?
Or you were looking at
no, this
one from the last podcast.
This is from Weta Workshop. And
ooh, really? That's cool.
If I can figure out how to get
20 years ago, I was looking at them to get some Lord of the Rings replicas.
Yeah, I mean they got good Lord of the Rings stuff. I mean, there we go. We got it.
One Gandalf's sword and staffs and stuff.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get that no more. Let me put her.
I mean, nowadays you can 3D print the stuff, and we lost the camera. Technical difficulties.
We're back. A dinosaur story. All right. So.
Evil Incorporated.
I assume that's
call back. Speaking of callbacks to the last podcast, I watched Freaks and Geeks.
Oh yeah.
Did you watch The Silent Voice?
No, I didn't.
You lazy ass.
No, it wasn't being lazy. I just forgot about it and watched more Freaks and Geeks.
God damn it. Watch the goddamn movie. I ain't watching no more Freaks and Geeks.
What? You done it? You didn't like
it? It was cute. It was cute. I just didn't have any nostalgia for it. I feel like the nostalgia is necessary at this point.
Stop looking at me.
You need to do that finger thing again.
I don't want to do the finger thing.
Your puppetry is horrible. Nah, the last thing I got was from World of Warcraft. Hold up.
It better not be. Oh wait, I'm thinking of Diablo. Okay. So yeah, cool. Got the wings going there. Yeah, you see. Yeah, I'm kind of flimsy on this base because she's just sitting on that one peg. So yeah, there you go. Deet. Got to get some of the styrofoam off of it. Deet. Good series. Suggest you watch it. Who you got over there? We're gonna call this the show and tell moment of the show.
Well, I mean, I want to build up a collection. You're way past me on it on that front.
All right. About to say, hold on. Show your thing.
This show and tell. I feel like I'm in kindergarten. This is again Greymane from World of Warcraft,
and he's done because he knows what I'm about to do. I'm gonna grab this camera.
Oh, I also got Kratos over there, but goddamn it,
I'm gonna grab this camera and I'm gonna pan it over to the corner of my room. Can't see it because the lighting's so shitty, but I got how far can I go without my camera cutting out? Keep on going. There you go. Yep.
Up. Camera's gone.
It is still showing up on
no.
mine.
No, it's not.
I don't know.
No, it's not. Fucking with you.
Okay, so yeah, I got Prime Ones, Batman, Hush, Poison Ivy, right over there in the corner. So
Yep.
My most expensive piece so far. And back over here. So yeah. And I got a lot more collectibles, but I mean, if we want to go deep, too deep. All right. Besides Deet sitting over here.
In my mind.
We got Aloy. Why is she sitting like that? I don't know. I got to fix that statue. Got Garrus down there, Funko Pop. You can't see it, but the Hunter from Bloodborne's down there in the corner. Jill and Leon. Sniper Wolf. Kratos and Atreus. I got Cloud on the bike, and all the way in the back corner is got Chun-Li from Street Fighter. And then we're gonna keep on going. I got Captain Marvel, and I got Liara.
That's enough.
I'm that one kid that
it's a great collection.
Bringing all this shit.
It's a great collection, and you know what? If I stopped spending money on fucking microtransactions and gacha games, I'd probably have money to buy more statues. Though, granted, the first thing that ran through my head was to try and deflate you by going, "Hey, Roy, where's Sovereign?"
Which I was about to bring up, motherfucker. Okay, for you, the guys that don't know, I had a Mass Effect Sovereign statue. Very rare, very limited. I think only 300 of these were made, maybe. And I had one. It was beautiful. It was great. The thing was like, I don't know, I want to say maybe 18, 20 inches tall, I want to say. And I had left it in the kitchen because I was moving. And I let it sit on the countertop. And my old man wants to pick it up. And instead, wants to pick it up by the base. I don't know how he picked it up. But either way, he dropped it. So Sovereign is pretty much broke. Which I'm like,
he saved you from being indoctrinated. Whatever. You owe him.
Which I'm gonna put this in my room, and I'm gonna have a sign saying "Do not touch," because I know he's gonna come in here and fuck with this thing. Okay? He's like, "What's this? What do you got here?" If he picks this up, I'm gonna kill him.
He's gonna go full Jack Skellington in Christmas Town. What's this? What's this?
I mean, he's gonna go full. Like every time I get a new tattoo, he's like, "You don't need to be getting that. You don't need to do that." Do what I want.
I would love to get a new tattoo, but first get back to ideal weight, so like my self confidence is higher. Because I've never been the guy who wanted to get like every random thing. Like no offense to you. But the idea of being a hodgepodge of randomness is just like I would like. I mean, like honestly, if I was to go that route, I would rather like have it all be a collage, like a sleeve.
All right, now this was the risk. This one was risky. The game's not even out yet. Okay, can this?
What if it sucks?
If it sucks, it sucks. But hey,
you'll get it covered with Aloy. You'll just like get Aloy over it.
If I can, I'll switch it to Bayonetta.
There you go. Oh shit! Yeah, in Bayonetta 2, she had that big hat.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, like I even told the tattoo artist, I was like, I'm taking a risk getting this. I don't know if this game's gonna suck or not, but hell, I like her work. Every piece she's done, I love.
we grew up in this generation where where getting tattoos was like that thing that everyone had to get, and like my family is full of people who just got every random damn thing they could think of, and I'm thinking of like the entirety of my body as a picture. Does I look good?
I mean,
like all meshed together.
I can't whip my leg up here, be all sexy with it, but.
Well, no, just me for to draw the leg.
I can't. I'm too fat.
What? Well, no, like I have one tattoo that I got as an 18th birthday present from my sister, and I like it because it's very multi-purpose. I mean, it identifies me as a weeb.
I thought you
Not
had
that I like that.
I thought you had a wolf tattoo.
This is my wolf tattoo. This is my wolf tattoo. This is the Japanese kanji for wolf. I've always had an interest in Japan. Wolves are my favorite animal, and to the English eye, it looks like my initials, JR.
It looks like IQ to me.
JR.
Looks like IQ to me.
Whatever, hater.
Hey, I'm not. Hey, look, I'm not.
So no. No one can ever hate anybody for their tattoos unless it's misspelled or racist. But no regrets.
No regrets.
So I'm still trying to figure out like what I would love another tattoo, but for one, I need to get in better shape so that my self-confidence is higher, and I need to just figure out something that works for me. But getting to some more bad news, I hate to end it on a bad note, but it's possible Black Widow is getting delayed again.
Yep. Well, too bad. So sad.
I mean, but you got a lot of people that Lucy. You got hold on, we're almost done. You got a lot of people that have been complaining about how Marvel's been handling their female leads and why it took so long for Black Widow to get her movie, and now why is it taking so long for us to just see it?
Let's put it out on Disney Plus. Damn it! God.
Yeah, I mean, if they put it out on Disney Plus for $30, I feel like that would make their money.
Yeah.
But it seems like they are dead set on trying to get it to theaters. So Deadline reports the Disney CEO Bob Chapek says the release pattern for Black Widow will be a last-minute decision. Sentiment that won't reassure movie theater owners or others rooting for a COVID-19 rebound. He said, our situation and our conditions change. Just a few weeks ago, theaters in New York and Los Angeles weren't even open. Now, all of a sudden, they're open, so we're waiting to see how prospective theater goers respond to these reopenings. We're going to remain flexible. We'll make the call probably at the last minute in terms of how these films come to market, whether it's Black Widow or any other title. I'm right there with you. It's like, put it on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Throw the $30 tag on it. Give it several months before you release it for free for subscribers. You're gonna get a whole bunch more people subscribing to Disney Plus. You're gonna get. I feel like you're going to get the money. I don't know.
But send us home. Send us home.
But on that horrible note, that's where we're going to end it, people. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back next time to talk about. We'll be back next time talking about whatever the hell we fucking feel like. Disco Elysium is coming out on the 30th. Fuck yeah, that's gonna be. I'm hoping that's gonna be a good game. It's like I need one of my games to be good. All right, I've been Azzy. That's been Roy. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Deuces.